segues into my next topic is like you experience a lot of stuff that you consider normal, but to me, you like to other people that have a 9 to 5 or just do more regular jobs, if you will, don't understand what that is. So like, you know, you want to go into some of the normals you go into that people would consider a bit odd. Like one, for example, I remember you telling me about a gig that you got where you had to go in at call time was like 1:00 in the morning or something, and you would work that whole night. Like,
yeah. I mean,
and so often many. Too. That wasn't just once.
Right.
That was several times.
There's so sort of. I'm gonna relate this.
Yeah.
Sort of goes with the idea like when you want something, you know, you do whatever it takes. So so if it means going out there at 1 a.m., you know, coming from a shoot 7 p.m. and with a little sleep and you prep and then you drive to the next thing. You don't do it as often. You don't do it normal at all. But it happens. Conflicts happen in life. So you go with it, you know.
Go with the flow.
Go with the flow.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
It happened. It's only one time. But in the moment, you're like, doesn't matter. I need this, so go for it. You know, like, go for it. I've driven to gigs like out of state, driving 5 hours out, you know, after finishing a set, you know, 10
at a moment's notice.
Exactly. And like wrap here, pack the car and go straight to the next location.
Right off of the set of another one.
Exactly. So you're driving through the night and, you know, you it's just, you know, there's challenges to it, but I just think like in the moment I used to be, you know, I've never hated it, but it's been like, fuck.
A bit tasking, man.
Yeah. So,
yeah.
But
I mean,
now I've learned to like, you know,
you're comfortable in those situations. You're like, all right.
I learned to admire it,
right.
Like the experience.
Oh, dude.
It's like it's okay. Like you don't have to be in the bed to get your comfort.
Right.
Sometimes your comfort is right. Like I'm chilling. Like I'm relaxed.
Right.
You know, and you just got to find your peace in the moment, because you kind of have to understand that's the mind frame you have to set to sort of, you know, sometimes overcome the challenges.
Right.
So, you know, you sort of put that behind and it's about this, let's make it the best, you know.
That's
Well, how does it feel like, as talking about the normal, like how does it feel when you have to like mic an actor? Like, I know that's, like, when I had to do it for filming, that was awkward, because you usually have to get close to this area.
That area.
Right. There's two sides to it, because there's, we won't go into it, but, you know, sort of comes over time, you get comfortable.
Do you get,
you know,
like when you first started, was it like...
Yes, I will talk about, from a personal standpoint, I'm a shy person. I'm not exposed to, you know, people as much. I don't like to, or I mean, not that I don't like to, but I just don't. I love my, you know, my alone time, and because I can get a lot more done. I'm more focused that way. So, you know, different lifestyle.
Sure.
But in the moment, you know, you learn. You interact. You let them know who you are. You be very respectful to them, and you know, you learn this over time. Like. You know, once you do it enough times, you know what's gonna sound good. Once you know what material is gonna be bad. Like you call it right off, so you don't have to like go through the process and be like,
so you can
this
tell
isn't
an actor
working.
to like change a shirt if you need to.
Exactly. Sometimes they're wearing jewelry and that's like rumbling right there.
Ooh,
So,
man,
that's
so
gotta
probably
go.
a nightmare. Yeah.
Exactly. So it's like you learn over time, and then you just try to be as discreet as possible about it, and you know, because you are sort of but you are sort of like getting into their private zones, you know.
Yeah.
So you know, keep that in. Respect,
well, I mean, we feel the same way. Like when he had to do his first scene, because he feels very uncomfortable when anyone has to kiss in front of like a camera.
Yeah, like even if I'm in a director's chair, dude, like it's just so strange. I'm like, so you're gonna make out, right?
You just have to like get over it.
It's weird. It's weird. Like,
but it's good to know the knowledge that you gather by just getting like the clothes thing. I would have never thought of like, oh, let's take that jewelry off. I'd been like, I need that jewelry.
Let's change it up. Yeah.
See, but you generate over time. Like the same thing. Like same rules apply to everything, man. Like you just like do it enough times. It's just like
I imagine your mic pack, which you have right down here, that's completely insane. I imagine like it was probably grown within like a couple years. Like
Yes.
you start off with one little thing
Right.
and you like get bigger, right?
I did start off of Zoom.
As a little Zoom we got from our school, like a little guy.
In my school kit, I got it.
Worth what? $250?
200.
And how about this guy?
Yeah.
$250 will pay for that case.
I think I could barely pay for this mic in front of me.
Maybe a zipper. Who knows?
That case is actually something like that. So you're
It's wild, dude.
Yeah,
It's wild. But I mean, that's what.
But it's just you. So okay, about that. Like you do this because I'm a nerd. I'm not a nerd. I'm a geek. I love
geek for
electronics.
gear.
I love electronics. I love like the more I have, the more I can do. It's that mindset. The more I learn, the more I take in, and the more I can share. So like it all connects. Like for me, like the more I can have, the more I can give. So it's if you want to go there,
yeah.
to me that's what it is. So when I have all this, I can do a lot more with it for sound. Like I can just you just got to be like if you have, it's like learning a bicycle. The first time you fall a few times, but eventually you're just flowing. And that's where you want to get, because then what you can do is you can like do wheelies and stuff, and you
Right.
can do crazy moves if you're not. So
It's all about the knowledge.
exactly, it comes with time.
Learning with the techniques.
Exactly.
I dig it. I dig
So
it.
once you can get there, and at that point, it's just about feeling.
And I love that, man.
So-
Like that relates to me, especially now. I don't know if I think I've told you is like past couple of years I've gotten into drawing, right?
Yes.
And dude, it's so difficult. It's
Right.
so difficult, but I'm such a stickler for perfection that I want to get it all right.
Right.
And just for straight lines and shapes,
Right.
let's say this: I'm doing straight lines, doing shapes.
One of those.
The fundamentals, right? The fundamentals were so tasking, and they horrified me. Right, just having to do a stroke scared me because I did it once. I did it 1,000 times, 10,000 times, and it wasn't right. But then,
Love it.
Then now I'm at the point what you just mentioned
Right.
is I've done it so much. Whenever I go to do a gesture drawing, whenever I draw something like people or things, I actually get a little apprehensive,
Yeah.
and I go to something that was horrifying. Now I find comfort in.
Exactly.
It's like, holy shit, these shapes and these lines are comfortable now. And
That's amazing,
That's
man.
what's so cool, because I mean, you just
that-
mentioned that earlier. and
That
it
makes
was,
me feel good that you are able to do that. Like, because I remember knowing you as you are a friend of mine, so we do talk outside of this zone. But I remember you telling me like how when you started doing that, I was like, "Dang, you're getting into that? Okay, good luck, because you're gonna have a lot of hours going to
Oh
that."
yeah, dude, and I didn't know. I was like, bro, this drawing thing.
Yeah, it's
Come on.
something. So-
And then when you get into it, and that's what I love about it is like what was scary for one, now you find comforting. Like,
Right.
I love that, and you mentioned that earlier, and I think that's actually a pretty good segue into the next topic.